It's time for the AFC Championship, and the road to a Super Bowl goes through Jacksonville.
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. Off the option, here's Taylor. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Fields throw there, taken in by Smith. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. A shotgun snap, Fields. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. We'll check on his status when we get back. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condemned.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 4. So this offense will head back out there. They're in excellent field position after the fumble recovery. They'll start by running the option to the right, finding room to the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Back to throw, Fields. He's got Smith here. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And the Jags are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the 1st down.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Well, Brennan, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get...
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 33 yards.
Well, big plays have been a hallmark of this offense all season, so there was no reason to think that it wouldn't continue here in this title game. Obviously, the magnitude of the event not getting to them early.
A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he goes down, but not before getting us inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw complete there to Smith. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
56, Mike, 56.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
On second down now, it's Taylor. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10.
Let's go. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Forced out to his left. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Off play action, Fields. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
This is caught. It's Brown. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Escaping. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. There he goes left side. 30. The 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And we'll see. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now a first down throw, Fields. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big connection on that one. 31 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Sliding out of the pocket. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguar. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. Play action. It's Fields. Smith catches left side. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Second down at 4. On play action, Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Complete. Smith has it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2nd and 5.
Let's see.
On the option again to Taylor here. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Burns hurt. Let's go.
Play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. On first down, Fields. He finds his man, complete. That's Wade. A gain of 6 there on first. 4 yards remain for second down. Now it's Fields. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Taylor. Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor. After an excellent punt, this offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5.
I can't believe they even let you play. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That was 10. Come on, man.
That first down run could not have turned out worse for a defense, because when they came out on the field, their #1 mission, keep them stacked up close to their goal line, and at worst, create great field position for their offense.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
73 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
It's caught. Smith. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Rolling to his right. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing.
Here right there.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Yeah, this is broken up.
Isaiah.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Flushed out right. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Devontae Smith, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big. They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And out of bounds right around the 20. On 1st down, Taylor. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Fields. Flush to his right. And he just chucked it out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Fields now to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
Here's Taylor again. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jags are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Let's go.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
119 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys to the Super Bowl. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And he's got room. Touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, 46 yards. And the Jaguars have taken a... They'll run on first down. Taylor, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Well, still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a footer. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And all that hard work has paid off. They're AFC champions, and on to the Super Bowl they go.
It's got to be an amazing feeling for them, doesn't it, Brandon? The idea that you've done it all that hard work, all that sweating, all that effort, all those times you're getting yelled at by your coach, and now you get to go to the Super Bowl. Put your hats on, guys, and say AFC champs.
Finally.
So now this offense will take over, and they will have the football at their own 20-yard line. Fields on first down, eluding the pressure right. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handle winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team the best chance to win.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kimber Fuller. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. Here's Fields. This is Smith to the ground. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So this offense will head back out there already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Fields. Flushed out right. Then he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Second down and goal. Fields. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Off the option, here's Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a give to Taylor. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Steps away, and it's out. He put it on the carpet, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackled him for a loss.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
Now Fields.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguar. So back to live action. Let's see what this offense can do here on this play.
On first down, it's Fields. Quick slant here to Smith.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, it's Taylor. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here's Fields.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
Past the 20, and all the way down to the 5. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Dancing to his left. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. So the offense set to take the field here. They will have the football with less than a minute to go in the first half.
Back to throw, Fields.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake, Fields. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton.
And the Cards will have solid field position.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
The option to give to Taylor here. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Fields. Flush to his right. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And he's taken down inside the 30. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Cardinals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4's kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. He'll buy some time right. And Fields going to have the 1st down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now. Yeah, big play there. When you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. From the gun, Fields escaping the pressure right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And the Jaguars are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. So the football will be at the 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. Off the option, here's Taylor. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Operating from the gun. Fields eluding the pressure right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much the quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. On 2nd and 9, Fields. Buying time to his left. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
Now, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away. Turns into a nice play.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Off play action. Fields. They'll roll him out right. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Not only another 1st down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
Throw left side complete. That's Wade. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll run on 1st down. Taylor. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now we'll look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Both offenses have been clicking in this one. A lot of points on the board. We'll see if that trend continues. On 1st down, Taylor. And bulldozing his way through. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 65 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. This offensive line starting to win up front. You win that battle in the trenches, you can kind of wear them down here late.
So you bring in the second part to that equation, and that's the big running back, the big bruiser, who can get more than what's blocked and break a few extra tackles and gain yardage.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This is Taylor. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves and start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And the Jaguars have done it. Jacksonville, the Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.